Men's World Championship. It could have been somebody from RTK, depending upon which attack it was. We spoke too soon.
Yes, yes. So we need to find out. Somebody from backstage is going to have to let us know, or maybe we'll have to update what we said tomorrow for tomorrow's stream at the same time, same place, to see Group B go after it. But at this point, we don't know who's first. We just know that both rounds had a 3-star.
Yep. I must know this. Must know this information. All right, so where are we going first here? This is watching these guys really focused. All right, oh, here it is. Oh, Mutke, check out this base. It looks sort of familiar. This is a war base that we've seen in previous CWLs where you isolate each of the Inferno towers in their own compartment like that.
Yeah, so it looks like it's not the exact same, but very similar to the other base we saw earlier with all 3 Inferno towers on their own little island compartments, except for on this one, they're on the outside instead of being a middle line down here. So Mutka probably has a plan. I mean, this is actually a first look, if you see, at Lalo or Lavaloon in this attack, in this entire stream so far.
Yes, and 5 haste spells. No clones, no healers to be found. So we're going to see the first example of this style attack today. And this is one that a lot of players at home like to use. Maybe a little simpler than some of the stuff we've seen earlier today. But
potentially,
not saying it's simple.
No, I was about to say, no, there's no simple attack, but there is definitely the potential of being something that's a little easier to follow. I mean, we've seen a lot of Lalo in our past days. By the way, Gallant, I know you prefer Lavaloon, but I shorten it up. I'm lazy, so Lalo is the way I like to describe this particular attack strategy. And what's with all the clan castles with like 500 archers?
Right? That is an interesting, although it looks like I think there's a witch in there as well that's trying away. Ice Golems freezing up the action. Yeah, there's got to be a witch. We see skeletons all over the place. And that defending Archer Queen, she is causing all sorts of problems.
Yes, and the Ice Golems here, there, and everywhere. Now this Queen is going to have to get through this Expo and then the Town Hall. She pops her ability. Is that enough shots to get the Town Hall? Or is she going to get distracted on the enemy Queen?
So close. The enemy Queen's going to fall. Oh, I can't believe it. There was 1 shot left on that Town Hall. Wow. Oh, man, that is disastrous right there. Okay, so this obviously is going to be a change of plans for Mutke. You nailed it, Klaus. You called it. It was the defending Archer Queen that pulled the attacker off, pulled the attacking Queen off the Town Hall.
We'll notice now that Mutka still keeping a calm appearance. He's one of the few attackers here that prefers to attack on a phone instead of a tablet, by the way. So he's actually in his well house here. We need to see like 1 little bitty death damage by a balloon in order to take out this Town Hall. Here it is. Here it is. There we go. Well, we still don't have a 2-star though.
No, you're right. We're at only 38, 39%. All the haste spells are down. You only have 8 minions left, 42. It looks like we should see a 2nd star. There's enough exposed structures on the right-hand side. The cleanup units will have no problem getting those down. It's not going to be anywhere near 3. Dark Looters, formerly known as Dark Looters, now Tribe Gaming.
Hard to break habit, huh? It's hard to break habit.
So many times calling that name, Tribe Gaming. Well, at least it's 2 stars, and it looks like maybe we'll be somewhere close to 60%.
I was a little bit concerned because that Eagle Artillery did not go down, but he has plenty of time, and fortunately that Eagle Artillery is nice and distracted on that Grand Warden, so these minions and pups have plenty of time to clean up. It is a secure 2-star. It's just surprisingly, one of the lowest percentage 2-stars that we have seen today.
Yep, we saw one in the 60s earlier in that first war from 704 Warhead, and then here we're going to see, it looks like could be 59. So again, Mutka, great job at kind of improvising right there. I mean, made sure that the loons pathed over the Town Hall. Might have not have been what he wanted to do there, I think. Plus, you have to realize that Town Hall, the Giga Tesla pumps out the same amount of damage at 100% that it does at 1%.
It does, yeah. So although it was barely limping there, it was still doing an incredible amount of damage. The Warden's ability tried to keep those balloons alive just to get through it, but didn't quite make it into the radius. But still, even though he's not happy with how it went down, at least he got that 2-star.
Yes, and that's absolutely critical, grabbing the 2-star, because like we said before, I think it's going to be an extremely rare instance that we could see a 1-star. These players all have backup plans if things go critically wrong.
Speaking of backup plans, now RTK gets to respond to Tribe Gaming's 2-star with an attack of their own. We have Pico going up against Sebix, and this is another one of those attacks with multiple P.E.K.K.A. and bowlers here, and likely going to be also a Queen Walk.
Yep, so the queen and 5 healers. You see 5 P.E.K.K.A, which is cool to watch as well. So right here in the beginning, you've got that balloon and the baby dragon going to try to help create a funnel. And that is just going to try to make the queen's path a little more predictable for Pico. Obviously, he wants the queen to go to your right and not to the left.
Yes, it's pretty clear based upon his funneling that he wants the queen to kind of go in, maybe shave off some defenses out of that little nook of the top at there at 12 o'clock on the base, but then keep on running over there to the right there. He's also got a wall wrecker, so this could lead into some sort of a wall wrecker helping the queen get into the core of the base and lead the healers in too, which, you know, that is a huge portion of the success of these types of attacks.
Definitely. She's got the Grand Warden with her as well. Here comes your wall wrecker. Gets stuck on one single wall piece. And then you'll notice he's got one more means through walls. He's got the jump spell. So no doubt, Pico wants this wall wrecker to get through this second layer right here. Get through this next layer of walls for sure, because that's as far as it's going to go. But now those 2 critical layers of walls are open. Here come the P.E.K.K.A in behind, and the successful funnel on the right-hand side makes sure that all the bowlers, or almost all, oh, what the?
Whoa.
They just all went to the outside.
A whole bunch of troops going off to the outside. That was not in the plan at all. I mean, fortunately, the queen and the P.E.K.K.A is in there with a healer or 2, so potentially this will be okay. Ooh, looks like some P.E.K.K.A came back to deal with some enemy Klein Castle troops, so this might not be a lost cause. I mean, like I said before, you do need a few bowlers to ring around the rosy to clear up the buildings on the outside.
Yeah, but no doubt those bowlers were not intended to go out there. Look where Pico drops his jump spell. If he drops that jump spell just a couple of seconds earlier, and I know it's easy for us to Monday morning quarterback, then those bowlers would have followed in because they would have headed towards the nearest defense that they could get to, or the nearest building that they could target.
Isn't that what we do, Monday morning quarterback? We get to sit here, we get to just like nitpick on what they're doing. But notice and remember, these guys aren't used to being in the limelight like this. I mean, they have the lights in their face. They have what they expect are probably millions of people watching right now. And it's
tens of millions.
Tens of millions. Okay, sorry. I apologize. Billions of people watching right now, and that stress can get to you. But he still came out with a 60% 2-star.
And what's interesting to note is the fact that both of these first 2 attacks were very close in percentage.
Yep, so no clan has an advantage yet.
No, we've got an extremely tight start. And there again, you can see where the bowlers went around to the outside. Great jump spell, just a couple of seconds too late. Solid attack, though. I mean,
I think Eve Maxi's saying he's going to attack soon. He's going to get a 3-star. Definitely looks relaxed up there in front of the camera. But as you were saying earlier, Galadon, yes, the situation is as thus tied up 2-2.
I like it. All right, so we've got the only 3-starring clans in Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers so far, having Tribe Gaming dropped a 3-star in their first war. RTK dropped a 3-star in their first war. I'm waiting for one, Klaus. I'm waiting for a triple. It's going to happen.
Only one? I'm waiting for 2, man. Let's go. I'm waiting for one clan to get a 3 and then the other one to come right back with a 3.
What am I looking at here, Klaus? This is anything but a typical anti-3-star war base.
Wow. Yes, you're right. That is different. So this base, typically you would see the town hall not directly in the middle. You would typically not see a lot of like openings and things that lead to the core. So this is a very, I'm going to say this base is off-putting to somebody who's so used to a specific meta.
Yeah.
So Eve Check probably has a very unique plan.
Well, speak of unique, what do we have? One of the first times I've seen earthquake spells, not only an earthquake spell, but 4, which means it's enough to get through walls. Remember, 4 earthquake spells will go through any level wall. So we'll look to see 4 of those earthquake spells all dropped in the exact same spot.
That's right. They'll break open the walls, lead whatever troops that they're proceeding into the base. And it's interesting that he would choose to use earthquake spells in this base when there's really not a lot of compartments, not a lot of walls to deal with anyway.
I noticed the same thing, Klaus, because you've got these big openings and I'm wondering where it's going to happen. Obviously, somewhere in the core, maybe it could be right there.
There you go.
So, pretty simple spot. Going to make sure, as you can see, the funnel happen, so those bowlers are going to head into the core. And, you know, it's funny. You might say, I think you're exactly right. I think this is basically like a troll base. I mean, you're not expecting a base like this going into a high-level war, but there it goes. Eve Check picks up the 1st star, 2nd star for damage.
I've seen some of the best attackers in the world fall short on some of the worst bases. And it's so base design definitely matters, but sometimes just seeing something new and different makes you think. It stretches your mind. It's an exercise. It's a workout for you to get through it. And in this case, is it going to work? Is the Eve check going to be able to pull it off?
He's getting through it pretty well right now. Looks like the healers have peeled off, and they're on a big group of bowlers with a P.E.K.K.A there. More bowlers on the right-hand side, another P.E.K.K.A. Tornado Trap's got everybody spinning around, but there's a lot of troops on the battlefield right now, Klaus.
And there's a Queen ability still. So is this going to be another 3-star for Eve check?
Plenty of time. There's no doubt he's got the time this time. He's got the Queen's ability. He's got 2 Expos that need to go down. A lot of defenses left, though, as the Queen closes in, getting ready for that ability. He's got 2 archers left, 35+ seconds right now. Last Expo is out of here. Queen still has her ability, 94. I'm calling it, Klaus.
Oh, man.
It's coming. Here comes your triple with 25 seconds left. Look at the healers. Where do these bowlers come from? They're like, hey, let us get in the party, man. We're going to help crush this base, because there is no doubt Eve check is about to put down another 3-star.
Yes,
for
that was
Tribe
it.
Gaming.
The cannon locks onto the P.E.K.K.A. That's guaranteeing that Queen will be able to step up and hammer down
There it is.
that cannon for Eve check's second 3-star.
That is amazing.
And as far as we know, the first person to get 2 3-stars in a row.
3-star
in
machine
championships.
over there. 3-star monster. Eve check. Wow, man, he's my hero.
He's my hero too.
Wow.
That was amazing.
I mean, now this base, some called it, I've heard some of the players referring to these bases as more of an anti-2. This troll-style base is designed to maybe throw a player off to the point they don't even get to the town hall. And a 1-star, that could be a massive defeat.
That's right. Putting that town hall in the middle will make it really, really difficult to get to it. But if you do, you have a better chance, I think, of coming out the other end with that 3.
I agree. Eve check, another triple.
Yeah, and it's Azu up next. That means RTK is now looking to repeat that triple that they had in the very first match, which was off stage. Let's see if they can do it here again and catch up to Tribe Gaming.
Azu coming in, starting off hot with a blimp and some balloons, luring the air targeting troops inside of that clan castle. And it looks like he's also got some clone spells down for an Electron attack to wipe out a very large section of the base and take out some key defenses, like some air defenses. The enemy Queen didn't get the Queen, though. The enemy clan castle.
The enemy Queen also didn't get one of the Inferno towers, didn't get that air defense right there. I'm not sure if that Electron got quite the value that he was hoping for.
But also notice that the 2 sweepers here are both facing in sort of the same direction. So does that mean Azu is going to take advantage of that and really come in and send his E-Drags from the top right? No, he's actually going to come in from the top left.
Yeah, it's always interesting to watch. You've got to mind air sweepers, and even top players all the way down to average players. One of the things you always need to concern yourself with when you've got an air attack is where the sweepers are and what value you can get when you bring multiple freeze spells to an attack. Where can you drop a freeze spell that it's going to freeze not only a sweeper, but another valuable defense, as Azu did just a second ago on the sweeper and on that town hall.
Taking out not only the, or freezing not only the sweeper, but trying to freeze some key defenses. That town hall would definitely be one of them. The Eagle Artillery, another very important defense to freeze down. And there we go. There is the final rage spell, taking out, yes, the Eagle Artillery. And now is there enough left in this attack to come out the other end with a 3-star response? If he gets a 3-star, I'm claiming, because remember what I was saying, I hope that somebody responds with 3-star. So that would be amazing.
The Archer Queen ability is gone, and she is going to get through this Archer Tower, though. This is going to be close. They look good. They're applauding. They're clapping right here. That looks like that E-Dragon almost got through. It's close, but I think there's a horsepower for it. There you go.
Azu with the 3-star, the 3-star, third one that we've seen today. And
answered.
They responded. They answered back with a 3-star. Now no clan has an advantage. Look at those eyebrows. Oh man.
Azu, the Annihilator, putting up the triple on the board. Man, loving this. They answer.
Oh man, that couldn't have gone better. I don't think I could have scripted that better. That was amazing.
No, that was a beautiful attack right there. Check it out. The balloons get over that town hall. Lots of dragons right here, and it's tough sometimes to tell how far Electro Dragons are going to get, how long they're going to last. It was close to the end, but you're right. Even if that last Electro Dragon went down, you had a Barb King. Several of his fellow Barbs were ready to wreck.
Those Barbarians have a lot more hit points than you actually think that they do.
It's true. They do have a lot of hit points.
And all the hit points needed. Seems, because 3 stars, that was the best answer RTK could have here. Tribe Gaming, and it seems like Sebix is up next for them. That's the third attack of Tribe Gaming.
Wow, check out the base again. This base almost divided into halves. On the left-hand side, a group of walls, Eagle Artillery on the right-hand side, more walls, and then those single walls in the center right there, those are designed to prevent the enemy from dropping a single unit anywhere. Remember, if you have a 3x3 opening, you could deploy troops there.
And there's no 3x3s in that entire spot. I'm going to call that the dead zone. There's nothing there. There might be Teslas, but we don't know that yet. So we're about to find out. But with Sebix beginning this attack with one of his favorite strategies of all time, a queen charge. He's got some bowlers and the king with some P.E.K.K.A. funneling out this 3 o'clock section of the base, and now the majority of the troops leading in toward this town hall.
And check out, Sebix has an ice golem that's still waiting to be deployed, so he's going to go for some late game freeze right here as that jump spell got him in. Oh, he's got 5 bat spells. Klaus pointed to the bat spells. Again, gonna watch some bats, and I think this is the first time Tribes used bat spells, right?
I believe so, because the other bats were used by Warhead in the previous round. So this is the first time seeing Tribe Gaming using bat spells, 5 of them, and it looks actually the similar style from
check
what
it
we
out.
saw before.
Okay, so check out the bats moving in from the top, and check out, oh, the ice golem went to it. One of the ice golems went to a spring trap right there. The ice golems were designed to distract that wizard tower, the other defenses in the area, and let the bats get through.
Ouch. So with that one little spring trap, is that going to cost him the attack? I mean, he did have a free spell to kind of back it up, but now with no bats left, all he's really got left in this attack is a couple of cleanup troops, and then he's still got that intact queen walk that's or queen charge in the middle.
Yep, and a single target Inferno, and the queen's ability is gone. So even though there's no way he gets towards the 3-star here, that's kind of one of those things where you know if there's a single target Inferno still around and the Archqueen's already used her ability, unless you've got freeze spells, you're in a world of hurt.
That's right. Now Sebix definitely not going to be grabbing the 3-star in this attack, but he did get the 2-star. We have yet to see that 1-star fail. We hope we don't. But at this point, they will end up with 7 stars and keeping things within grasp for RTK to either tie it up again or take the lead.
Absolutely. Oh man, I just love how intense this is. I love the fact that Tribe Gaming is seeing top shelf competition. I mean, things are so close right here. I mean, we thought they were close in the first war, and now here's Tribe looking at a clan that has 3-starred one of their bases.
That's right. This is the top level competition. As we said at the beginning, this is I'm gonna say it again. The highest level of competition that we have ever seen in a Clash of Clans live stream.
It's the Clash of Clans World Championship, Klaus.
Is it?
I just love saying that.
It is, isn't it? It's fun to say.
6 years of this game, and here we are watching the World Championship. Applause from Tribe as Sebix does pick up 83, at least.
83% that Archer is banging on a gold storage. I don't think that they're going to get it done. So that will be the 83% 2-star. Still getting the 2. That's definitely good. And I think anything over 80% is really, really good.
Oh, absolutely. I think that that's an important milestone right there to look for, 80 plus. I think that we're going to see that become a factor later on. If it maybe is backstage, you never know. We could see some ties. Right now, this one's completely tied up, with each clan having dropped a 3-star on the other.
You know what? I think that tornado trap, I didn't notice it at the beginning, but that was a really big thing that threw off the attack there. Because it was diving right into the town hall. Then they hit the tornado trap, and all of a sudden that Giga Tesla is just raining down terror.
That's true. Good point.
So far, none of the teams can get ahead, both with 3 stars. We said that already. Seems like a very tight matchup here between RTK and Tribe Gaming, but at the end, someone has to take it. Let's see if Gaul helps his clan to take it.
Yep, so like Klaus pointed out, an early target for most queen charge, queen walks is going to be the Eagle Artillery. They're going to try to get in there and usually take that out early, because anytime you've got a large group of troops, whether it be bowlers or miners, the Eagle is just devastating. Here, right as I'm mentioning that, it looks like the attack's starting from the top right instead, Klaus.
The opposite side, so sometimes these guys have a whole different plan. It's sometimes just the single use of that Grand Warden's Eternal Tome that can change the outlook of the whole attack, and they know they can make it through the Eagle Artillery shot before it actually comes down a second time after the Eternal Tome is used. So, I mean, these guys, they know enough. They know what they're doing. why can't we just sit here and enjoy it? I can't help but analyze. That's the problem.
Well, that's what we're supposed to be doing, and we've got ice golems versus ice golems in the core of this base. First freezing some of the defenses, looks like freezing the attackers now, and now your Town Hall goes down. The Warden still has his ability because there were no troops that were right on top of the Gigabomb. Now the Warden's ability gets popped as that damage was just pouring out from all of those defenses in the area. Check out the jump spell, Klaus.
Yeah, the jump spell leading directly into that Eagle artillery. I almost called it the Eagle target, but that's actually true. At that point, that target was on the Eagle. Now, unfortunately, the bowlers did not take to that jump spell. They decided to go the wayward way and decided to go.
Here they go. Here they go. They came back last second, change of plans.
There we go.
Cancel our reservations. We're going back to the Eagle artillery. Now it's down. So the attack looking better. 2/3 of this base down. Check out the bottom of the base.
Woo!
Control Tesla left behind.
There you go. Uh-oh. And I don't
Tesla left behind.
Oh, no, that's not good. Okay, so I was about to say this might be another 3-star because the Queen still has her ability. But if you notice, there's just a lot of things left.
Yeah,
not a lot of time.
Oh, look, they changed directions. They were targeting a wall to leave the base at the bottom. Changed to the left-hand side, so that Tesla's definitely left behind. Even if these troops get through everybody up here, they're going to realize there's one building left.
It's almost like you should always keep a balloon in hand, you know, just in case you see that happening, because one balloon can handle one Tesla. But does it fit in your army composition? Are you expecting that to happen? Because again, and we'll say this many times, none of these bases are scouted. That's what makes this attack, this whole thing, more difficult.
Well, RTK applauding Gaul's effort because we are looking at about a 90% or so attack as time is eventually going to run out. But a great attack. I mean, well planned, and it's just, those are things, I mean, it's an age-old strategy, Klaus. Put a Tesla or a builder hut in a corner and hope that your opponent gets close to a 3 but can't finish you off. Time is going to be, again, the factor right here. As you see, there was a second Tesla at the very top.
Yeah, it looks like the corner Tesla wasn't the big killer. It was, again, time, ending up with a 95% 2-star. Of course, his clanmate still cheering him on. You know, that was a great attack. 95% is a fantastic percentage. Problem is, they were looking for that 3-star to pull ahead.
All right, so let's take another look at the replay as the units move in. After that Town Hall, you could see the rain of terror from that Eagle artillery. And you've got the bowlers out on the right. There was a rage spell out there as well. Doing a great job of kind of helping keep the units headed in that right direction. But not quite enough.
Didn't quite make it. The funnel was the key there. I mean, he did funnel very well.
Right.
Took out all the buildings that he didn't want his main squad to go for, and that's what got so many troops into the middle.
Yep, key for everybody to remember at home. Funneling fails cause attacking fails. Check it out.
Very astute.
Another one. Slightly unusual looking base. This time the Eagle artillery is at the very heart of Diff's base from RTK, Eve Maxey, hoping to pick it apart. How's he going to do it, Klaus?
Oh, we're looking at the attack here. There's a lot. There's so many troops and spells and everything that there's 2 rows on our display here. So you have to imagine as he's attacking, he's having to scroll side to side just to keep things. And that's the little things that we forget about as we watch these attacks is they have very complex strategies. They're not just using mass E-drag and it's one troop. You know, they've got like 9 different troops and then 6 different spells and throwing it down, making it happen. So very well practiced as far as like knowing where everything is going to be, and of course the execution.
All right, so as Eve Maxey starts to execute, we'll notice that a bunch of Teslas popped up right here. That's actually a good thing when you've got an early queen walk, queen charge going on, and you run into Teslas because she can often handle them, take them out of the way, and they won't be a factor later on in the attack. So that's a good development so far as the queen completes the funnel on the right-hand side, and now you can see you've got some P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers moving down on the left.
But something bad has happened. That queen is hairpin. She is not going to be taking.
Where does she go?
The wall. She wants to take out the cannon up there, and then she'll continue on her merry way. So at this point, this attack, the bowlers will not get the help from the healers. The queen will not be in the middle shooting stuff while the other defenses are distracted. And now the kill squad has to deal with that enemy climb castle that has, guess what, 2 ice golems yet again.
And you got a jump spell directly on the Town Hall. That jump spell looks like it opens up about 7 different enclosures, but here's what I was fearing, that multi-target in front of the right-hand side is going to reach out and damage those healers, as is the air defense. No way that was planned. That is unfortunate for Eve Maxey as the units clear out the rest of the core. Second star, we're almost to 70%.
Well, it's funny because we're talking like, you know, this turned out terrible, but look at that. It's already a 2-star, 70-something%. We know it did not go according to plan, but this is still an amazing attack. I mean, this is definitely an asset for his clan moving forward for the rest of this event.
For certain, look, 2 archers, a balloon and a wizard left to deploy, so I'm expecting we'll see above 90%. But as almost the entire base has been destroyed, we have all 4 Expos are still up. So sometimes you have to look at what defenses are left behind, and even though he's got most of this base down, most of the most fearsome defenses are still up.
Most of the most fiercest defenses are still up. Absolutely, Galadon. So we have here the most. So as we have here, 2 of those deadly Expos, unfortunately, they're going to be able to hammer down everything. It's going to be yet another 90% 2-star. I mean, this is, if it comes down to percentage, it's going to be like super close. Ridiculously
Drops
close.
the last archer down. The Barb King's going to go take care of her. Oh, she's gone.
Darn it, King.
90%.
Well done, though. You defended well.
Barb King's still up. You guys, it's funny how many other people would be disappointed like that for picking up a 2-star at 90%. Eve Maxey obviously visibly upset for not picking up a 3 right there. And I'm pretty sure, Klaus, it came down to the Archer Queen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if the Archer Queen had made it in, she was able to shoot stuff as other things were distracting because she hangs out behind. Other things take the damage first. And then the healers had, you know, helped out with the bowlers, then they would have lasted a lot longer. They would have gotten through the Expos at the end, and then I believe it would have ended up being a much higher, you can't get much higher than 90%, but a much higher percentage, if not a 3.
It's always tough to estimate, but you're right, especially with the value of those healers. If the Queen goes down, they switch to the bowlers. Here we go again. Ah Ning from RTK.
Talking about switching, now we're here with RTK's attack. Ah Ning against Mudka.
Miners, but check it out. We are not going to see any healers this time, nor a clone spell. So Stone Slammer coming in early, some haste spells to help. Oh, didn't quite get that Wizard Tower down.
Wizard Towers are deadly against Miners. Almost I think they're like maybe the 3rd worst defense to run into besides possibly the Eagle Artillery or the Multi-Inferno. Bomb Tower is pretty bad too.
Bomb Tower can be pretty bad. And the Barbarian King.
Now, Multi-Inferno not going down. That's that doesn't look like things have gone 100% according to plan. And also notice that Clan Castle has only been partially lured. Only the baby dragon coming out. So what else is in there?
Ice Golems. All right, so let's see what happens as at least 1 Ice Golem is sitting in there right now, probably waiting, because obviously we saw no ground troops get close enough to the Clan Castle to activate the ground troops that might be in there. And again, like you mentioned, Klaus, you can see all 3 Inferno Towers are still up, and that 1 Wizard Tower was definitely intended to go down with the use of the haste spell right there.
That's right. Now, we are now in I think a plan B situation, because he has now deployed both of his heroes on the top corner, and his miners are heading in straight at the Town Hall. This is one of those, I've got to get the Town Hall no matter what situations. Drop the 3-star plan. Let's at least get the 2-star for my team. So that's what we're seeing here. They're going to be snagging this Town Hall.
There it is.
Miners under heal are fine, but then there's the Ice Golems. That is going to be a problem.
Just unfortunate to see those Ice Golems come out right in the middle of this battle, slowing things down for Ah Ning, but he's ready. He's dropped the Warden's ability because, again, he didn't need it when the Town Hall went down. The Miners eventually going to get through after the second one goes off. Another 6¼ seconds. You could see the Inferno Towers doing their best. He's got 1 heal spell left, though.
Yes, he does have the heal. He's already got the 2-star. So again, not another, no 1-star fails of any kind, just a lower percentage than we're getting accustomed to seeing. I'm getting used to seeing 80% 2-stars.
Are you expecting 90 every time, Klaus?
Well, that's, at this point, yeah, these guys are so good. But then I'm going to go back to my hotel room tonight and attack on my own and not get it and be really disappointed.
I bet you will, Klaus.
You're so nice.
I'll be rude.
You're so kind.
All right, so you see the Miners over there. The Tornado Trap does not affect the Miners, so they're going to move on. But 67%, lots of time left. And again, like the last attack, 1 last Archer. Ah Ning just trying to see where he might grab an additional building. As there's 1 Archer left to deploy, the minion goes down.
That gold mine right there.
Think
he deploys
so?
it, yeah.
Tesla's at the top right. That's his only opportunity.
Yeah, that's his only spot, because the gold mine on the left is in the mortar's position. The gold mine on the right, there it is.
That's a good call, Klaus.
It's the only spot.
Out of range, you got to know your ranges, and this is one of those things that these players have studied when they break down a base. Remember, you go in and you scout a war base, click on the defenses, and try to familiarize yourself with the range. No doubt these guys know just from looking, from having done hundreds or thousands of war attacks. But it's a definite good tip. Always click on defenses and know how far they're going to be able to affect.
Yep. So that was a 68% 2-star. Great tip from Galadon. And also click on the Clan Castle because you've got to get the Clan Castle troops out of there. You don't want to see a fail for the Clan Castle lure like, unfortunately, this attack had here. 2 late arriving Ice Golems is hard to recover from.
It absolutely is, and no doubt he would have liked to have seen those come out earlier. And like we saw earlier from Itsu, dropping a single miner in there is often enough to trigger that ground set of troops to come out. Then they can be pulled out after the miner dies and go after whatever.
It is up to Itsu to see if they can actually go ahead by stars, because up until now, and we are with the last attacks for both teams, Tribe Gaming is only leading by 2%.
Is that right?
Of damage, yes.
Okay, see, I didn't see the percent damage overall. So, okay, so Tribe is ahead by 2%. Good to know. Check the base out. Is that a soccer ball?
I was about to say it's some sort of sports ball is what it looks like.
Volleyball?
Obviously squared off type of shape, but you know, it's like a stop sign or something. But we have Itsu again against Azu, and looks like he's going to be attacking this base with Electro Dragons. No clone spells this time, though.
No clone spells. Electro Dragons again. Stone Slammer. And again, just every attack. Oh, wait, watch those wall breakers.
Wall breakers.
There they go. They got in. Now the hero's going to be able to get inside.
Very nice. The wall breakers. Notice he deployed a few, waited just in case there's something there, and then deployed the rest. He made it in. Now he's able to take out with his heroes, at least take out a few key defenses. And I don't think he's got the Clan Castle lure yet, though, so that's not ideal. But we'll see.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I think the Archer Queen, just as you said it, walked within range of that trigger radius. And the dreaded Twin Ice Golem Baby Dragon combo comes out. Stone Slammer goes down with a whole mess of balloons inside.
A whole mess of balloons. I want that scientifically declared. How much is a mess of balloons? Because that is a lot. But look at all of the air targeting the skeleton trap, the air skellies. So many of them. But notice all of the Electro Dragons were deployed at that point. All of them leading in.
Oh, look at the face.
Where did that come from?
That was the defensive Ice Golem.
Ice Golems, man. So like, they made it through though. They're okay.
All the way out here. After that, I think there was a lone wizard on the ground over there.
Lone wizard.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Some balloons up at the very top that were meant to be a defensive funnel to make sure everything stays into the middle, and it works out. Every Electro Dragon tries to go out of the range and then comes right on back, and then they get that Town Hall down for that 2-star.
Yeah, Town Hall down for the 2nd star. Lots of E-Dragons still up. I gotta say, this, I believe, is the first time I've ever seen Itsu use Electro Dragons. So interesting to watch his style here. As all the spells are down, he's got a couple of units left. Again, just coming down to percentage here. Like you said, they're only up by 2%. Every building matters right now.
Well, this could have very well been that safe 2-star that we were talking about earlier. You know, we were saying, you know, all these stacks maybe like full-on YOLOs for the 3-star, but at this point, maybe they said, if we 2-star, we're okay. Let's just make sure we get that 2-star. And, I mean, in my own experience, the Electro Dragons seem to be a pretty solid strategy.
Yeah, I think you're right, Klaus. I wouldn't be surprised if this was kind of guided at a 2-star with a smaller chance at 3 than any attack we've seen today. Maybe a wise move. RTK is going to have to really pull something out here to grab the 3-star to get the victory, because over 76% is going to be that final number.
76% 2-star for Itsu. Definitely that safe 2-star. Didn't quite get to that 3. He had a couple of air defenses left up, so there really wasn't any chance for that to happen.
Exactly. You can see that Itsu came in on the right-hand side of this base. All 4 of the air defenses and all 4 of the Expos were up on the left-hand side, which does kind of lead me to believe, without any sort of way to counter those defenses, that Itsu was shooting for 2. High 2.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what most people, most clans in Clan War Leagues do. And guess what? That's what's got a few of the clans here. Was the save 2 almost every time.
Last player to have an impact on this matchup is Diff. We highlighted him as one of the key players before we went into this matchup, and he can become the star of this one now.
Well, Diff could indeed make the difference in this war if he picks up a high percentage 2-star or even a triple. And we've got an Earthquake spell. Let's watch to see where that's going to go. I'm going to guess Earthquake spell's going on the Town Hall.
I'm going to guess that too. Yeah, the Town Hall, it first of all, does a ton of percentage. One Earthquake, I believe, is 25% on the health of the building. So that's a lot. That's a lot of percentage. The second one does significantly less, of course, and then third and fourth. But if he puts that the earthquake onto the town hall, it triggers, and then the balloons can actually target it.
Exactly, Klaus. Great point for those at home. Remember, the Town Hall 12 is a weapon, but it's not a weapon until over half of the base has gone down or it has received some damage. So if you've got an attacking force of defense targeting troops like giants or, of course, balloons, you need to do something to activate that Town Hall, otherwise they'll just float right by.
Float on by, because they don't see stuff that is not a defense. Now, we saw a little Electron there working on taking out that Clown Castle, and now it looks like it's not going to quite get it done. That Baby Dragon stays up, that Queen stays up. I think the chances of this becoming a 3-star is minuscule at best at this point.
Yeah, Diff just dropped minions. You see those minions moving in? Those were specifically to target that Baby Dragon, which was otherwise going to take out a lot of balloons. So now you've got more Lava Hounds and balloons moving in from the right-hand side. Lots of haste left. Get ready for the earthquake. There it is. See, only 46% damage. The earthquake lets the balloons target. Great Warden ability, Klaus.
Yeah, great point, too. Like 46% at the Giga Tesla. Does it pop at 50 like the regular Teslas, Galadon? I think that's the point you were making, is it has to get to 50, it will pop at that point. But with the earthquake spell, the balloons were able to target a little bit earlier.
Exactly, and you know, I've seen it firsthand watching these guys plan out. They count every single building. So even though Diff was close wasn't good enough. He had counted every building that he expected to have fallen at that point in the attack. He knew that likely the Town Hall would not have activated by then, and that's why he dropped in the earthquake spell. And look what we're watching at right now.
Wow.
Got lots of time left and only one defense. One defense, it's down.
One defense and
am I witnessing what I think I'm witnessing right here?
This Queen, if this Queen gets bombarded right now by defense or by troops,
can't believe it.
She won't survive this, but it doesn't matter.
This celebrating. They've got it. They've got the time.
They've got the 3-star, because even if that Queen doesn't go down, it can be a 3-star.
Here they come. RTK, last buildings. RTK, last attack is going to be...
I think this is it. Oh my goodness.
Tribe Gaming. RTK.
There is a 3-star for RTK.
Picks up the victory. A shocker. A surprising attack. And wow, I'm just blown away right now. I mean, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the world's best clans go at it.